Hello and welcome to Coffee Zone. And I'm doing a nighttime video tonight. Jaybird is here, but she's under the weather. She's got a little bit of a cold. So I'm just going to adjust today's topic, or should I say tonight's topic, and leave it at that. And maybe I'll add a little bit at the end. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get right into it. So tonight's topic is going to be education. Now, I'm not a piggybacker. I don't piggyback off of people, but I do watch other people's videos to maybe get ideas for things that I can, make into topics and stuff like that, or awareness, whatever the case may be. And this time it's to be education. Education and tough love. So, road. So, I was watching a live stream, and I'm not gonna say the live stream because I'm not, that chick. I'm not doing it for clout. But I was watching a live stream, and it was an interesting conversation. Tough love isn't necessary. It helps make your child tough-skinned and tough mentally and emotionally. Schools leave a lot of history out, or not precise with the history class. I know I've learned more out of school than I did in school. Plus, bullying in school, it's sometimes better to homeschool your kids so where they're safe. So, and as far as the tough love part goes, I don't believe in bullying either, and it's not cool and it's not right. But there is a difference between bullying and tough love. When you're trying to toughen your child up and you're trying to make them tough-skinned and to be able to, hopefully conquer anything that ever comes at them while they're out experiencing the world and starting their journey. So where some people might say, oh, she's been bullying him, or they've been bullying him or her, or whatever the case may look like, I don't condone bullying at any means, and anybody who has bullied it does not condone it. But tough love, to not be like, oh, all the time, and be like, suck it up, buttercup. It's going to make them stronger. It's going to make them tougher, mentally, emotionally, and physical, as well as psychologically. So, tough love should be a must, and it should be a thing with kids today, because they get into these influences where sometimes they're not, always a good influence. And unless you're homeschooling your child and they're in public schools or maybe even private schools, you're gonna have this issue at least a handful of times. So, and then you don't know how, powerful that person is coming across to your child, influence-wise, to where they're gonna either be like, no, you don't know this person, or be like, how do you know, go with it. So, tough love is a big thing, and it should be a big thing, but there is a fine line. That doesn't mean, and I'm not saying anyone is, but some people do take it to the measures. Tough love isn't beating the shit out of your kid. Tough love isn't whipping your child with a belt, because I've seen some stuff that make me cringe, and it's not right. Alright. No, you don't treat your child like you treat your cattle, and you don't treat your cattle like that either. But just basically saying, tough love, that there's things you can do to make your child stronger, as a person, without beating the shit out of them. But, I think it's a must. I've used ToughLove with my daughter, and I use ToughLove with, still to this day, with both of my daughters, and they're like 24 and 23. And I do use ToughLove. You know, they're both on their own, and you know, they want to do. One of them wants to do the woe is me all the time, and then she wants to cry back to family. And I'm like, you put yourself in this. You have to figure out how you're gonna get yourself out. So again, ToughLove. So this is going to be a short video because Jaybird's not feeling very well, and I'm trying to do some stuff with my PS5. So it's late, but it's been a few days since we've done one, so I figured I would do a night one since it would be quiet and kind of low-key and not too hot. But thank you for tuning in to Coffee Zone. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope you had a wonderful night. It's like, peace out. You want to say hi? Oh my God.